All right, sorry about that. Mic check, had some technical difficulties. What's going on, everybody? How you guys feeling today? Let me know if you guys can hear me, if everything's good or not. And also, if you guys can't hear me, I'm gonna switch to something a little bit different. Bulls and Apes is in the Ape Tank. Ape Tank, if you guys are not familiar, they grill people and kind of ask some hard questions, and I'm kind of interested in the conversation and the narrative, and then we'll jump into some stuff. So let me throw that on, then I'll get into the narrative.
May 31st of last year. The Ape collection, which is the collection that will be minting on February 7th coming up, that is another 10,000 collection. However, we've already sold 5,000 of those through an Ape portal pass, and those 5,000 sold in 34 minutes at a 0.22 mint price. We sold those in 34 minutes on December 30th of this last year. So we only have 3,500 left to mint out coming up on February 7th because we're holding back some treasury.
Yeah, and so if those 5,000 that are going to be mintable on February 7th, I see, is it 1,500 of those that are going to be set aside for the treasury?
That is correct, yeah. And the reason we're doing that is because we have a very large team. We have close to 50 employees in the company, and that ranges from our management staff to our moderators. We have an in-house art team. We don't just have one or two artists. We have an entire art team, and we also have an entire in-house dev team. What we're doing with the Apes with this dynamic PFP is so groundbreaking that we actually have an in-house dev team that's developing the contracts, the front end, all of the UI UX experience, and we're doing that in-house to be able to have that good quality control that we know our holders deserve.
Awesome. I can see that you have a number of different tiers for your mint process, and obviously some of the higher tiers, or should I say the ones that are going to benefit most, are holders of either the Genesis Ball collection or from a certain date. I think that was the 29th of December, and then there was obviously a later date where a snapshot was taken for, is it Genesis Ball up until the 5th of February. But the other tiers that our listeners can maybe take advantage of, is that tier 3, any existing holders or anyone that picks up one of your NFTs up until the 5th of February, and then also there would be the general allow list. So I just wanted some details on how our listeners can get onto your allow list.
Yeah, so the tier structure was really important for us. In the very beginning, we've been talking about the Apes. I run a show called Tokenomics Tuesday every Tuesday, and we talk strategy and we talk about all the new coming products and deliverables that we're creating. So I've been talking about the Apes since we launched the Bulls. That's how long we've been developing this project. And from the very beginning, we always told our holders that we would make sure that we would take care of them, that we would make sure that our holders, our Genesis holders, would get priority. So we knew that we were going to do a pre-mint, and what we did was we set our threshold for the pre-mint 5,000 to make sure we'd have no remaining amount. The tier structure is a way for us to make sure that our holders that maybe couldn't get in for that pre-sale still have an opportunity to mint 2 of our Apes. So the way our tier structure works is tier level 1 is for anybody that held a bull up until December 29th. So we took a snapshot, and any holder to that point is guaranteed a spot on tier 1, and they can mint up to 2 bulls. Tier 2 is anybody that acquires a bull from that December 29th time until February 5th. So if you buy a bull on secondary, this is not a transfer from wallet to wallet, but an actual true purchase, that will guarantee you a spot on tier 2 to be able to also mint 2 Apes. Tier 3 is any of our other collections. So that would be our teen bulls or the BOTB, which is part of our family now, the BOTB collection. So if you hold a teen bull or BOTB at any time up until February 5th, you're guaranteed a spot on tier number 3.
I think that's
tier number 4.
Sorry to interrupt you. I think that's super important. And what I was looking more to cover as well was the mint prices of the tiers. So obviously tier 1 is 0.22, tier 2 is 0.27, and tier 3 is 0.30. And so anyone's able to take advantage of that tier up until the 5th of February. That's correct, yeah?
That is absolutely correct. Tier 4 is 0.33, and that's tokenized communities. But I want to add one thing to this. Something else that happens is, let's say you're a holder of an OG bull and a teen bull and a tokenized community asset. If you hold multiple assets that belong in a specific tier, you'll qualify for that tier. So if you're a holder of an OG bull and you either had it before the December 29th or you acquired it up until the 5th, you're going to qualify for tier 1 or tier 2. We know that we're going to get past tier 1 or tier 2 just by simple math. But tier 3 is where it gets interesting. So if you hold an asset, a BOTB or a teen, you're going to also be able to mint in tier 2. So you could have minted in tier 1, you get a second chance to mint in tier 2 for 2 more mints. That's where we start to get a little bit thin because we only have 3,500 mints available. Tier 4, if we make it there, we're probably not going to make it past tier 4 because then we open up to all the tokenized communities. And if you had a teen bull and an OG and you happen to have one of the tokenized communities, then you're going to get an opportunity to get 2 more. So the tier system is rewarding those of our holders that have been with us since day 1, and then we're basically tiering that down to where we get to our allow list, open allow list, and then to our open mint to everybody, which I.
Yes, so as you mentioned, obviously, you're not expected to get past tier 4, but if that does happen, tier 5 is the general allow list, and that's at 0.33, and tier 6 is a public mint, which is 0.37. How would our listeners go about getting on your general allow list?
So general allow list, you can go onto our website at bullsandapesproject.com. Scroll down a little ways on the homepage, and you'll see the allow list sign up page, so you can sign up there. You'll also see all of these tiers explained with the pricing and how to get on that tier structure. And within these blocks that explain that, there's also links onto OpenSea if you wanted to acquire one of those assets to put yourself into a better position to be able to mint an ape.
Thank you, absolutely. So, what you're actually saying is as well that you're not expecting to reach tier 5, and so that's not going to be guaranteed. I mean, would tier 3, if one of our listeners picked up one of your NFTs now or before the 5th of Feb and was a tier 3 minter, is there a guarantee that they're going to be able to mint?
So let me put it this way. Of course, we can't guarantee a mint. However, if you do the simple math, knowing that on December 29th, we had about 1,430 or 1,440 holders. If every single one of those holders showed up and bought 2, we still will not have burned through our allocation of 3,500. I don't think every single holder is going to show up, just in my opinion. We moved to tier 2. Tier 2 is anybody that purchased. That's an easy math calculation too. You can go in and see how many have purchased. I think we've had 100 to 120 new holders. If they all show up, that's 240, and they got their allocation. So based on math, yes, we will get to tier 3 in my opinion. That's where it gets tricky though, and how fast you're going to be on it, right? So if we've now opened it back up to all of those people that got to mint bulls, and now we have teens and BOTB that have the opportunity. We have teen holders, which are about 1,000. BOTB holders through all 3 collections is probably roughly 5,000 individual holders. So are all of those people going to show up? I don't know, but there's going to be a rush on tier 3. So we could mint out in tier 3. If we make it to tier 4, it's going to mint out in the first few minutes of tier 4. I'm pretty sure of that because now we're opening it up to 120 communities that are tokenized. And that's a lot of people that's in those 120 communities.
Okay, thank you. Final question, just in regards to the mint time, you mentioned the date, but do you have an estimated time for mint?
No, we don't. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to start the mint at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to open our space at 7 p.m. Central. So once we open the space, we're going to do some introductions. We're recommending that everybody be there at the beginning of the space because we are going to open the mint window fairly soon after we open the space. As far as the time for each tier, that's going to be based on the activity in the tier. We're going to give people the opportunity to get in, get minted. It's not going to be an open forever situation where it's going to be an hour per tier. We're going to look at the tier and see how the progress is going. But as an example, if we get into tier 1 and everybody hops in and gets their mint going, then we see slowing down, we may roll right into tier 2. And then that being a potential smaller tier, tier 3 could be very, very quick behind that. So it's all going to be based on activity, how fast we're minting. We thought about this when we did our pre-sale, and we said, okay, let's give some time for this. And we thought we were going to be on a space for a couple hours to get through our pre-sale. We sold 1,596 seconds, and then our full 5,000 went in 34 minutes. So our expectation is it's probably going to happen pretty fast.
Awesome. Thank you for all the great answers. I'm really impressed with the tier system for minting, which is why I kind of wanted to touch on it quite a bit. So thanks for the great answers.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Good work so far. I guess that means that I'm up. So I've got two questions for you. With the first one, it's more out of curiosity. Did you find that allowing other projects to earn methane increased your unique holder count, and did it onboard a lot of new members, or was it mostly existing members in the community getting to utilize an extra, I guess, way to earn methane?
That is a great question. We've actually seen both things happen. So, of course, we have whales like everybody else does, and when we tokenize communities, the whales took that opportunity to buy into other communities to increase their holdings to generate meth. But we have absolutely seen buy-in. As a matter of fact, we have a community right now that has applied for tokenization. I've seen a few of them in the space, and they actually posted that I think 6% of our most recent purchases was by that community itself. So community tokenization has brought eyes to our ecosystem. A big part of why we did this is, yes, we would love to bring more holders into what we're doing as far as our bulls themselves. But more than that, we want to bring together communities as a whole. One thing that Anthony says, this is a statement that he says, or a phrase, is that, it's not about fighting over a slice of the pie, it's about growing the entire pie. And we truly believe that. We believe that this space is too small for us to live in our individual silos. And the only way that we're going to succeed is if we band together and grow this space together. So part of our tokenization is all about cross-pollination. And we're okay with our holders cross-pollinating into other projects. We think that that's healthy. We think it's healthy to introduce projects into our ecosystem and say, hey, look at this great project. I've been introduced to great projects through this process. I'm one of 3 people on the team. Myself, Her Crypto, and Anthony are the committee that decides what communities are going to be tokenized. And I've found great communities and great projects through this process that I've bought into. So we really feel that we want to spread this information, this knowledge, this ability to grow this space across multiple communities, and not just live in these individual silos that says, okay, we can only have our holders here and we want to keep everybody in space. We want to say that it's okay to spread this information out and really grow this space together.
Awesome. That's a really, really great answer. And I love the altruistic approach to the project, and allowing, or I guess showing that you're not opposed to your community members joining other communities. And I agree, cross-pollination, I look at it like a chain, right? Like, one chain won't do anything, but then when you create like a chain link, it becomes a very stable and strong bond. So very well put. And then my second question had to do with the VC offerings. I know a lot of members in the NFT space like to remain doxed. My assumption is that to participate, you would need to undox yourself. And I guess what would be the minimum requirements to participate?
So that's the great thing about the VC deal. So I want to make something clear on this. And Anthony covered what we do with the VC, but I want to make sure that people understand that the VC deal itself is not an investor coming to us, investing, giving us money, and then us investing in projects. We're just curating the deals, meaning that we're working with syndicates. I have been in the VC deal game for about 2 years. Neo Ape, one of our co-founders, has been in it for way longer than that, has well over 700 deals. I'm sitting on about 2 to 3 dozen deals myself. And we work with syndicates through an organization called Angel.co. What we did, or what Neo did, was he made connections with these syndicates, and he's bringing these deals to our community at a reduced carry rate, which is meaning that they're getting a better rate than if they're going to go direct. And we make that connection directly to the syndicate. So once we make that connection, then we're hands off. So any doxing that happens directly with the syndicate themselves, and we're not in the middle of that. We don't get a cut. We don't get any percentage. We get nothing. All we're providing is a utility to our holders and showing our holders that there's more ways to invest, more ways to find financial security outside of the Web3 space, but via the Web3 space, utilizing this cool NFT and tool that we're giving or providing to our holders that they can then use to get access to something that's going to help provide them financial security.
Amazing. Thanks for clarifying that, because I wasn't aware that that you stepped back once that introduction was made. So very cool. That's all the questions I have for now. We can pass it off to Frank now.
Thanks, Neon. Hey, Tankman, Anthony. Glad to have you guys here. I remember our preliminary call. I found your project to be really interesting, especially with the investing end of this. Yeah, the guys got into your project pretty well. So I'm just gonna ask a couple of brief, generalized questions. How this project come to? What was your inspiration for this project, and where are you guys? In what direction are you guys headed? Where will you be in the next 8 to 12 months?
Wow. Okay, so that's a pretty open-ended question. So
Yeah.
First, let's talk inspiration. So the inspiration actually comes from Anthony and Neo. So Anthony and Neo met each other, like I said earlier, in the Bulls on the Block project. They were brought into the community DAO, and they had aspirations to help that project and community grow. There were some issues because it was a rug. They couldn't get things organized. So through them meeting and then bringing in Guillermo or Ark, who was Neo Apes' partner in a business outside of the Web3 space, they decided to start this project and bring their idea of creating a business. And I think that's the most important aspect here. All of us, myself and the three founders, we all come from the business. Anthony comes from the corporate realm, but Neo and Architect, myself, we're all serial entrepreneurs. We come from a business background. So our plan was to build a true business. And that is our extended roadmap, is building a business. Part of what we're doing is bringing an NFT to our holders that our holders can then realize value. So, yes, NFTs are amazing. We buy these, we hold them, we hope that they go up in value, and we're going to realize the value based on either flipping it or having an increase in cost, right? We said there has to be something beyond that. And what we want to do is build a project that people could have a gamified aspect, that they could earn additional rewards, that they could then realize value. Hold on to their original investment, don't do anything with it, but then play a game, invest, have and offer utilities that they can then grow wealth and realize this wealth and financial security in other ways. VC deals as an example, our gamification with our tokenomics to earn additional NFTs that they can realize value and sell. So part of this is extending this same blueprint into additional gamification, mints, etc. We have a very long roadmap internally that we have plans that are going to gamify even what we are doing with our current tokenized communities. And we're super excited about that.
Yeah, for me personally, the VC deal aspect of what you got going on is the most attractive, and I think it's pretty dope that it's more of a, so to say, like an introduction. You're not looking to take anything off that deal, which is pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna ask any more questions. I'm gonna pass the mic to Lost, but thank you so much. It's been really interesting, man.
Yeah, no, thank you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for passing the mic over here to me. All right. So, Mel, I feel like you've shared so much with us here. But you left us on that cliffhanger there when you first started about a physical card game. Did you circle back to that yet? Did you tell us what's going on there?
Yeah,
I could jump in on that one.
Anthony, you're back. Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah. So the physical card game, we've got a few people that help design the physical card game. It's Magic the Gathering style, and so we're in the middle of completing the artwork for it now. It's in play testing. We're going through the rule book and the playbook, and making sure that it all makes sense, that there's no holes in it. Once we're done with that, we'll have the official prototype, and we'll start doing production for a limited edition version. The limited edition version is going to go to Bulls holders, so it'll be open to Bulls holders, and then we'll be doing broader distribution later this year.
All right, that sounds pretty fun. I'm pretty familiar with Magic. I've got a couple dozen sets of their cards sitting in a closet somewhere. Um, I want to kind of pinball, I guess, back to what Tankman was just talking about as far as the VC deal kind of flowing to the community. So when you're saying you hand those connections over to the community, does is there some still the requirement that these people are like incorporated investors, or like how does that work? Do you not know because it's kind of hands off, or?
Yeah.
It's hands off, but however, you do have to self-identify as an accredited investor, and so there are financial thresholds for being an accredited investor. But there's also an alternative way to become an accredited investor, and that's passing the Series 65 exam and then registering with your local jurisdiction. And so we've negotiated with somebody that offers the Series 65 exam a reduced rate for our holders. So our holders can take the course, can pass the exam, get some really valuable education, by the way, not just for the VC deals, but just for financial investments in general. So it's really some valuable education process there. But they could do the Series 65 exam, and then they could participate in the VC deals.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, obviously, I had mentioned before that I've been kind of working with the DAO and exploring new ways for these working groups to be structured. So I'm just kind of curious, and it's one of the things that's come up through our discussions. How can we sort of create something sustainable within the DAO? So that's definitely something that's kind of interesting to me, and glad to hear about it. The other thing that's, I guess, sort of in the same vein as what I've been spending a lot of time looking at is this idea of integrating with other communities, and what you're calling like tokenizing these other communities. Um, do you guys have guidelines that you set for like yourselves? Have you had the community set guidelines for you guys as far as what you guys want to align with for your brand?
And just so you guys know, I'm not going to listen to this the whole time. I did want to run through some of this alpha and information and some of these questions, as there are some pretty good questions to the brand itself. This is an NFT day. We're going to jump into the Bulls and Apes project. Why not let them kind of describe their project and kind of the interim?
Ask you to answer.
Yeah, no worries. So one of the things that we do is to answer your question, two parts there. There's no set guidelines really. We have a few different things we look at. One thing is definitely community activity. We do want the community to be active. As we've said, when we came up with this initiative and we've implemented it, it's to help connect. I liked that chain link reference there. So one of the things that's important is that we do see that the community is active in this space. We do look at other aspects, like how long they've been in this space, how long they've been minted out, if they are minted out, and floor price is taken into a consideration. We do think of the value and the protection of our own ecosystem as well. It's not to say that any one of these things would necessarily mean that they would not qualify, but it's an overall picture that we look at. Definitely, one of the things to be clear on is in this tokenization, it is a really great way that we utilize the decentralized permissionless aspect of the blockchain. So it's not a true partnership. We do have partnerships. There are some communities where the founders do come on the stage and they support and we do work together. That is a different level of partnership, of collaboration that we do. With the tokenization, we really take the blockchain the permissionless use to our full advantage. So we're able to tokenize communities. If they have absentee founders or any other thing like that, we wouldn't want that to be a reason to hold back. So we have an application process. People can nominate and apply, and we go through and get them. We have well over 1,000 that we've received so far. So it's been a really, really amazing program that we've seen a lot of good response from.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. So do you guys find yourselves kind of headhunting into these communities and kind of like looking for those relationships, or are you guys more like recruiting, like kind of just putting it out there that you guys are open for business here?
I'd say it's a blend of both. We've got a little bit of communities that we definitely do align with, and we do want to have in there. When we first kicked off, we were very specific about the communities that we did onboard in initiating the program. But then also it is a bit of just promotion, like you said. Kind of I think of it as a lighthouse, like a beacon, kind of maybe the community we aren't in contact with the founders. We don't necessarily get to contact each person or each community directly, but we're hoping that as we tokenize them, the word spreads, and they come find out about Bulls and Apes. And we, like Tank said earlier, it's been a lot of fun for us to expand our circle here in the Web3 space and find other communities that we didn't necessarily know about, and the cool things that they're building. And this market has really shown, I feel like, the people that are here building, the people that we look at tokenizing, as I said, with the activity, they tend to fall with a lot of the really great things with building and growing here in the Web3 space. So it's a little bit of both. Some we do we do headhunt a little bit, and some it is more of a promo.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. This is good information. I'm always learning and listening to what other people are doing, because it is, important to to recognize what other people are doing in this ecosystem and sort of, adapt and adjust to what's going on, especially in this ecosystem. Um, I don't have any more questions. I'm pretty good there. I appreciate you guys all coming together to give us the answers, and for me specifically, got a couple answers from a couple different people there. So thank you.
Fantastic. So that's going to bring us towards the end of our episode. We're actually going to have Bulls and Apes project on Monday. Again, we're going to dig in a little deeper because this project is large and in charge. They're doing a lot in the space, and we want to really, get to know the ins and outs of it leading up to their upcoming mint. So we're going to have them on Monday for a special edition of Ape Tank. Monday, 7 p.m. EST. We'll be posting links soon, so set your reminders. We're also going to be throwing a couple of fun giveaways in on that episode for live listeners, like we like to do.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up what they were trying to do there. Purpose of me looking at that is, one, you guys know I'm pretty deep into the Bulls and Apes project. That's a project that I do like diving into. Hold on, let me shut this down. It's a project that I do like to dive into quite often. You guys know the logistics of that is pretty in-depth. If you guys do not understand a lot of the things that were said previously inside of the space, man, it does get pretty deep going down that rabbit hole. I've said that multiple different times, guys. So if you guys have any questions or just want to go over some strategy stuff, feel free to chime in. Also, welcome to the earlier time frame. That space was a little bit it was impromptu. It was not planned for me actually doing listening to that space, but I was listening in. Ape Tank, I followed them. They actually asked a really good grouping of questions as far as looking into the project for business purposes or just to see if it's viable to actually invest into yourself. So I like to kind of hear what they have to bring to the table. So always kind of good to hear a different perspective. So if you guys have not checked them out, definitely check them out and kind of see what they got going on. Definitely some cool things going on there. So yeah, it's it's way earlier than we normally would come on, man. I got the chart up. I was doing some things in the background. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but I'll dive into the market, as it was a pretty critical day in the market currently, as we had yesterday CPI data come out. Then today we had the FOMC meeting with Jerome Powell speaking and answering some questions. There was mixed signals for me as far as where the market was going, especially with Jerome Powell kind of explaining more or less that we're still in for some more rate hikes to be coming in the near future. It depends on the inflation level as they monitor it for a little bit to see if they're going to be more aggressive or if they're going to take the same stance as doing some of these lower 25 basis points rate hikes. So it's going to be interesting going forward to kind of see where we kind of go. I honestly, even with the 25 basis points and kind of looking at the sentiments of the market, I thought people would see them saying more or less that there's going to be more rate hikes coming, that there was going to be somewhat of a negative sentiments to that, which it had a little bit of a sell-off at first, and then it started to recuperate with more of the more interesting information coming out towards the back end of the conversation, which wasn't bad at all. Period. You guys kind of see the progress that we had throughout, you know what I mean, throughout the different time frames that we had this run up. This is on a day chart, so these are different day candles as you can see. So it's been a gradual run up, then kind of trading sideways within this channel. The biggest thing that I've really been paying attention to, and if you pay attention to this yellow highlighted area right here, and you pay attention to the different segments of it, so you see within this range right here, let's just say this segment right here, we're still inside of this channel, right? Then it breaks out of this channel right here, which let me erase this for you so you're not too distracted. Breaks out of the channel right here, comes back into the channel right here, so it gets rejected, comes back in. Once it breaks out of this channel with enough volume, which like I said, I want you guys to be able to see this. So once it actually breaks out of this channel, which you can see, like I said, it's trading sideways here, goes out and above, gets rejected, comes back in, breaks out with enough volume, comes back to retest above it, and actually uses it as a support. After it uses this area as a support, it rockets up. You see this very large spike in the price, gets to a certain point to where it hits another resistance level, and then from there has a sell-off. Comes back into the channel, hits a support level, goes back up, gets rejected, trying to come back out of the channel, has another sell-off, goes underneath it, comes back up, bam, pops back into it, has enough volume once again, goes out of it, but gets rejected around this range, come back in, and we have more of a sell-off that takes us completely out of this channel in this range period. Consolidates on a strong level of support, kind of choppy within this range, gets more volume, finally break back into this channel right here, come back down, use it as a support, have more volume, choppy, gets actually to the top of the channel, and then sells off again. So this is the area right here where we didn't make it. You can see right here we did make it out, get rejected, come back in, then it goes back down again, consolidates around this range. It seems this is where it likes to consolidate, whether it's using as a resistance or a support level, which is why it's the point of control for this range. Then you see basically choppy, goes up again, and this is our most recent run up right here. Brings up enough volume to break back into this channel, comes back down, uses it as a support, and then we have significant volume, and then it's been trading sideways right now once again. Then if you pay attention to around this range, we got some good volume, but if you look right here, gets rejected around this range, and then this is where we're currently at right now, also getting rejected around this range. So moral of the story is if you look through the history of this channel, even if you scroll back, which ignore my drawings, even previously in this same exact channel, if you pay attention to it, comes into this channel, gets enough volume to go above it, gets rejected around this range, goes up, comes back down, gets rejected, has enough volume to go up, does pretty good, then has a sell-off, comes back down and out of this channel, and it's rinsing and repeating the same thing. So, and this was March 2021 that this was actually doing this around this range. So it seems like this range right here is like the launching pad. Either it does well, it comes back, uses it as a support, it launches up, and it sustains it, trades sideways for a little bit, or it comes back into this channel or underneath this channel. So that's kind of the ranges we've been messing with. But you can see in a perfect scenario, it went out, got rejected, came back in, comes back out of this channel, uses it as a support, and it rockets up from there. And as we can see, when it used it as a support and it rocketed up, it went up a significant amount. So This is actually a 165% run once it actually use this channel right here. So I think this may be one of our key ranges that we look for as we're trying to look for bullish sentiments in the market, kind of breaking back out of this channel and then reusing it as a support level. So we are currently at a point to where we came back into this channel that it was previously. As you guys said, like I said, trade sideways, breaks out of it, comes back into it, breaks out of it, comes back into it. So this is a significant range that we're currently dealing with right this second. So if this keeps trying back at this range, does not break out of it, or breaks out of it, then comes back into it without using it as a support level to continue its uptrend, I think that we're possibly looking at a sell-off that will take us a little bit lower, possibly to those $1,300 ranges, maybe not, maybe even a little bit lower than that, possibly. It just depends. I mean, it's no guarantee on this at all, period. This is just me kind of paying attention to the trends and how things were kind of happening, which is why I also felt like there could be a sell-off. But of course, I should have paid attention to it retesting these ranges before it actually has the sell-off. So you can see multiple different times it retests this range. It'll have a little bit of volume come into it, then the sell-off. Trades in here, retests this range, has a little bit of volume, then the sell-off. Trade sideways, has a little bit of volume, retests this range, once again, then the sell-off. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a recent rinse and repeat type of situation, and we're looking towards having a sell-off, as we are also still within the same downtrend, but at the top of that downtrend channel, which also is a reason for us to be pushed down rather than up. But on the flip side of that, it is super bullish if we're actually able to go break out of this, retest, and use this as support and continue upward, breaking us out of this downtrend that we've been on a day chart. Still being a downtrend on the weekly, technically, until you break out of this range and then get into like 1730 range, or 1750, really, almost 1750. So let me know what you guys think about that. That was just my brief market synopsis. Let me know if you guys, how you guys feel about the channel that we're currently in right now. Are we still super bullish? Do you guys think we're going up? Do you guys think we're going down with the information that I'm kind of providing you guys? Just a little bit of free alpha, some things that I'm paying attention to. So it's either pretty much from this range, it's either up or down, and I feel like there's going to be a significant movement to either the upside or the downside, but we'll see. Give me a couple seconds, be right back, and then we'll kind of dive into some more things. Let's go. So I hear people saying that they were bullish, so figured that I might as well, you know what I mean, pull the bulls up. Which there's a little bit of activity, not a whole lot within recent times, but if you look at the price range that people are spending for these assets, it's pretty good. So we got CZ coming in buying a God Bull at 5.4 Ethereum, which is 8,600 or 8,560 bucks, which that's a significant amount. I think recently there was a sale for a God Bull also that was okay. OpenSea, let's do it. Try that one more time. There was another BAM, which was Cat Bullish. I think got this one out the way. So Cat Bullish spent 9.9 Ethereum, which that is priced at $16,732.62 is what this epic God Bull sold for. So let's go ahead and let's pull up the God Bull floor and see how we're looking on the God Bull floor. And in the meantime, between time, let me see who's rocking. Let's see if these people, some of these people are still in there. What's going on? Grind Time. I see Grind Time was in the building. What's up? What's up? DNA slid through. Yo, Eddie T in the building, telling everybody to smash that like button. Appreciate it, man. I'm almost off my routine for the day, man. I'm off it. What's going on, Arthur Larkin? What's the word, man? What's the word? How you feeling today, man? Grind Time. Yo, what's up, man? Hambone in the building. What's going on? Hey, Flight Club, board early mint now. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Good evening, late night vibes, fam, man. Hey, look, man, definitely hit those mints up. We'll be touching on that in a couple seconds too, letting you guys know what's going on, what's the word, as I feel like that mint is a critical thing that's actually helping onboard a lot of different people into the Bulls and Apes project, giving people opportunity to earn more methane token, more liquidity to be able to buy some of these assets to create methane token or whatever they would like to do to it, or more Flight Club NFTs if that's what you would like to do with it. We're trying to get out here, get more collaborations going, get more eyes on us, and let people know what we have to offer for the community. What's going on, Christine in the building? What's going on? How you feeling today? And Christine saying everybody smash that like button, subscribe to Coven's channel. Definitely appreciate it, Christine, and hopefully you appreciate the earlier time frame. It's not super duper late. Definitely trying to accommodate the people who are saying it was a little bit later of a time frame, trying to get you guys going. What's going on, Baby Fat? What's up, baby? What's the word? How you feeling today? Eddie T says he's bullish. Okay, Arthur Larkin was bullish too, man. Baby Fat's bullish with the flames. I love it. Just a Grover 04 entering the building. What's going on, my brother? And how you feeling today, man? Just got done going over the market, saw some of the bullish sentiments that happened that run up to pretty much damn near about 1,700 or so, from a lonely what was that, like 1560, about 1560, actually about 1530. I think it got down to getting up to almost 1,700. So some significant gains definitely made within that range. A lot of volatility and a lot of risk within that also. But just to live data, pause for custom filters and source. Okay, cool, makes sense. All right, so what we got? We got two, which I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Me, if I get the low man like this from 5 ETH to 8 ETH, I'm probably gonna reprice my asset. That's just me. Everybody's different though. So 9,000, the lowest gobble you can get right now if you just buy it flat out is 9,585 buckaroonies. If you guys are interested in such a thing, next one up, which is the next leg up, is about 8.88 ETH, which is $14,933, which is a pretty significant ticket if people are trying to buy those God Bulls, which I feel like at some point, once they keep adding more and more things to it, which the Genesis is going to be receiving a lot of their utilities and gaining a lot of the value from this collection. So I think that that's going to be a real thing. So pretty much get 2 until we're getting super close to a 10 ETH floor for these God Bulls. It's going to be really, really, really interesting. This thing has like the portal behind it, and I never noticed that. That's pretty cool too. But yeah, so epics are let me see. God form epic. Okay, yeah. So the 8-8, yeah. So the one that's 8-8 is an epic god boy. That's not bad. So they got one for 8 ETH. Man, is that all that's left listed? Let me see. So I get epics listed. No, this is standard right here. These air guys look pretty nice though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if you're looking at overall, we're looking at a floor price of 0.53, which if we're looking at the floor 0.53, this is pretty damn good looking bull right here with this scarf too. 0.53 is 901 bucks right now, so that's the lowest fee that you'll be able to get in. So even though the floor price is 0.5, we're still looking at about $900 to actually obtain the asset if you're looking at it from a fiat standpoint. Let's see the cheapest flight club trade that we got on the floor. Make sure I'm not missing anything. We got a nice little racer right there. I think the cheapest one is going to be this alien horn right here. So looks super casual, but definitely has this vibe. It's so the cheapest one is 1,681 bucks right now currently. Wrapped ETH offers about 700 bucks right now, but this is the cheapest entry into the flight club itself. So not too bad, man. I feel like it was a little bit higher. I think it was like 1 point something or so. So I don't know in particular, or maybe I'm missing it. Let's see if I'm looking at the head trade, see what the actual pilot hat is. Yeah, 1 ETH. So, ooh, this one actually has a gold jacket, which I don't know why I'm feeling this Dalmatian with the gold jacket. This one right here with the Hugh Hefner robe, this has always been one of my favorite with the gold horns, man. But yeah, man, we got some Flight Club NFTs that are starting to ease above that 1 ETH, which is actually pretty solid. Let's see. So we got a good price on the floor. So we got the alphas at about 5 ETH, and then we got the Flight Club at about an ETH right now currently, which is super solid. We're trying to build and grow on that also and add more value as we continue to mint out, add more funds to our community wallet, do more with the charity work we're trying to do, look into getting our platform out and about for people to actually utilize and kind of utilize the functions that we've been trying to add to them. So just trying to do some cool things. Yeah, what's going on, Justin? What's going on, Richard? What's the word? Can you check out Shiba Do's NFTs collection? Yeah, not familiar with it. Haven't looked at it, man. But this is my NFT chill, man. So yeah, if you guys got any other collections that you guys are interested in, let me know. What up, DNA? What's the word? Bored Ape Yacht Club vibes. Yeah, man, that's the same thing I'm kind of feeling as far as like the prestige of actually being inside of a community that's actually good with networking, floor prices, increasing in fiat value rather than you seeing it on the floor price, as we were above 1 ETH, which would make it like an entry barrier of almost like $1,700 just to get one of them. So this is an opportunity, I feel like, to kind of get it at half price essentially. So I do think that it's going to knock on at 1 ETH floor again once we get that perfect formula that is just enticing, that counts, that kind of causes that demand for everybody to want to get into it. Let me see. What's going on, DNA? Yo, what's up? Huston, hey. Let me see. Richard, what's up, Roots, man? When is the real? What's on Muna? Mono? Is it Muna? Hey. When is the real? I don't know how to answer that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. World of Goons, is that another NFT collection? Okay. What's going on? All right. So what was that? Shiba Doge? Maybe. Is this the collection? Let me know if this is the collection or not. If this is the collection, I mean, I'll briefly overview it just in case it is. It looks pretty similar to the. I know Shiba came up with some dogs, and then there's another dog collection. It looks similar to the other one. It's like some swole ass dogs that you know what I mean. They're doing their thing. Let's look at the distribution really quick throughout the owners. All right, there's a wallet that owns 3,000. I'm sure that it might be like a staking wallet. I'm not too familiar, but I'm pretty sure that might be a staking wallet or such. Then we got some higher wallets kind of owning these. I don't know what the mint price was, but definitely some hefty heavy-ended wallets in this one. Oh, we got a gobble holder in there too. That's pretty cool. We got 69 of these Johns. It's always nice to see. And it doesn't mean anything with hefty wallet holders, because I mean there's something like that in Bulls and Apes. I don't know to this extent if there's that many people that have like over 100. I gotta check. There's definitely a heavy amount. Shit, CZ has about 300 his damn self. So it just means that people were adamant with the project and actually like the vibe or what it actually brings to the table. We got 1,400 holders, which is actually pretty similar to Bulls and Apes project. I think it's almost really close to the holder count that they're actually knocking on right now currently. Best wrapped ETH offer is about 0.11, which is not bad. Not bad for what the floor price is. That means they're still holding some value. If the wrapped ETH offers were like 0.02, 0.04 range, that's when you kind of are like, okay, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Is the demand still there? Let's look at the activity. So we had 2 hours ago, somebody just bought one for 0.19, and then 1 day ago. So it's only been one sale inside of this 24-hour period so far. Then 2 sales yesterday, so not a whole lot of volume throughout this one. So maybe why we have a little bit of a decrease on that floor price. It's like the average price that it was previously selling at was like 0.42. Yeah, around like 0.4 seems to be that high that it was selling at for a little bit, and then it started to dial down to around like 0.3 or so. Yeah, not super high volume. I don't really know what this utility is. It says that they're hand-drawn NFTs, which is actually unique to actually have some people hand draw the NFTs per se. Definitely interesting. So 2D artwork is definitely at this point with all of the 3D art, an acquired taste. At this point, you know what I mean? I like some 3D artworks, but you know what I mean, not all per se. So it's this artwork is it's interesting and unique, not per se something that kind of like super draws my attention to where I'd be like, oh yeah, I have to per se mint some of these, unless the utility behind it was just super amazing, which like I said, I don't know the utility as of right this second. Let's see. I know that they have a token. Is there any actual utility behind the NFT itself? I think that would be my my biggest question. Let me see. When it's revealed? Oh, you saying when it's revealed for my collection? Is that what you're speaking of, the Flight Club collection? Let me see. Yes, that's right. When is revealed, and how can I know what collection I got? What collection you got? I think I'm getting at what you. I think you're asking about the Flight Club NFTs. When is the reveal? If that's what you're asking, the reveal has already come. Those are the Doge Army ones. These are the CB Army ones. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Flight Club, yeah. So the reveal has already happened. You should be able to see whatever you got. You see the metadata actually that has been added to the actual OpenSea, which just shows you the properties within that. So it shows you if you want some money, it shows you if you have an honorary, whether it be gold, silver, or rainbow. Just depends. They are working on breeding to get Shiba Dos. Oh, okay. So they're gonna breed the two, and then that's gonna be the Shiba Dos. Okay, so they're gonna do the breeding thing. So I've actually I've seen a lot of the different breedings and mutations, and some of them work well. Others kind of lose a little bit of value in translation as you create another NFT. That NFT also has to have liquidity and also has to have a demand for people wanting to buy it. If not, then you're just minting you're just minting a bunch of NFTs more or less. So if sometimes when you mutate or you breed and like the floor price is not already stable, let's just say you're already above like a 1 ETH floor price, there's a demand for your OGs already, it just kind of thins out the floor a bit and makes people either A, sell their assets to get the newer assets so that they can attain more of those at a lower price so that they can flip, or you know what I mean. It's just interesting sometimes how the concept goes with mutations and breedings. If there's like a lure and an entire concept behind it to where you can actually like see a clear, concise way to actually make some revenue behind it, then yeah, I'm fully with it. But sometimes it's like a thin line between that, and it really depends on the community engagement behind it. Which, like I said, it seems like they have a decent sized community. So similar to the size of the Bulls and Apes. I think we're like 1,400, 1,500 holders. I minted some, but I don't know yet what it is. So all you have to do is connect your wallet to OpenSea, and it'll actually show you what it is. There's actually a really cool animation. It'll tell you what it is. And 9 times out of 10, if you got it earlier within the mint, if you won a fiat value, it already got sent out to you. At 1,200, we did a airdrop to all of our holders for all of the winnings. Then we did one at 1,450. Then our next scheduled airdrop is at 1,700, which is like 120 mints away or so, like 120 mints, and then we'll be doing our third airdrop. Is it breaking up for anyone else? Is what breaking up for anyone else? What's breaking up? Let me know. Are you saying the audio? Let me know if the audio is messed up. Is audio good, guys? Utility staking rewards. So what is it, staking with an APY or APR? And do you know the percentages per se, or is there a website that kind of indicates the percentages that they're getting? Is like a traditional staking method? Because we have something similar with our Flight Club NFTs with our honoraries. It's only our honoraries that are actually able to do it. Our honoraries are attached to a reward pool, not a staking pool. So more or less, there's no exact APR or APY that's going out. It's going to be a rapid reward pool. It's not meant to last forever, as we're planning on doing multiple projects to kind of intertwine and kind of mesh with each other within the same genres to kind of disrupt and add a little bit more fun into the actual NFT spaces. So just trying to be a bit different. What's going on, Spring? Did I pass Spring? Where's Spring at? What's going on, Spring? How you feeling? That's right, the NFT. What did you guys mint? What do you mean, what do we mint? I'm so lost. Are you saying I haven't DJ minted anything in a while, although that what the fluff is was one that was actually going up. They actually pretended to rug everybody with their reveal, and then they revealed. It was pretty interesting. It was an interesting concept. They got 1,000 people in the space, kind of like fake rugging everybody and like cat. I don't want to say catfishing, but kind of like baiting everybody to come to the space, which is interesting because everybody was pissed off and get relieved when they were revealed, and the artwork was actually decent. What's going on, Handbound? Yo, is just the Grover still in the building? Oh my God! Everyone come to the Twitter space so we can figure this out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I like missed a couple comments or like what's going on with that one. But yeah, we're revealed right now currently. Like I said, 120 minutes into our third airdrop. If you hold 10 or more NFTs, we actually have a methane token airdrop that we're doing weekly. There's different tiers. If you own 10, you can get 100 methane tokens per week. 15, 150, 20. 200, 25, 250. I think 50 is 500, and 100 is 1,000 methane token per week. So people are kind of racking up on that and taking advantage. We actually get Crypto Dogs, which is another NFT project that is kind of utilizing their community wallet to purchase some, sweep the floor and such. And they're benefiting on the methane token production, which is super cool, which is actually something that's interesting, and also cause us to pivot in a good way to kind of look at the different ways we can kind of benefit what's going on within the ecosystem of the Bulls and Apes project and such. So we're just trying to add value to it, onboard some people, give them more methane tokens so they can be ahead of the game, maybe open some more of those loot boxes and take advantage of the full gamification that they can actually be doing and actually make some money throughout the project. Because there's a lot of money to be made. There's pretty much creating outlet for you to have all of the tools for you to be your own entrepreneur within this Web3 space, whether it be, as they say, a trait dealer, or if you just wanted to kind of set up and just build apes and just sell them out yourself and just retail that from the price of pretty much, because you damn near can charge a premium for a premium traits being put all on the same ape. You sell that as a whole, somebody might buy it and strip it down for the traits, resell it, or whatever situation is. It's just gonna be an entire, just randomly interesting e-commerce setting, and it's similar to what they're trying to implement within their weird worlds once that comes out. And that's why I feel like more people will flock to trying to be inside of that weird worlds. Like, I might even do my stream inside of the metaverse, you know what I mean? I'll still have it on YouTube, but for the people who want it to be adventurous, you know what I mean, maybe we'll set it up to where it's metaverse compatible. Also, hop on your VR and kind of check us out, and you know what I mean, be able to buy some stuff in the process, like you're watching Cover the Dip, it's on the TV, maybe there's another TV on the side, you can book a flight or whatever else, and or take advantage of our discounts. I don't know, I got a lot of different ideas that I'm going to try to implement inside of that weird world, and see what I can make happen with the inside of it. So definitely going to be real. So if you guys have any other projects, also feel free to throw those projects into the chat, man. Like I said, I'm super unbiased as far as projects. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm just telling you my opinion. This is not what you guys should feel about the project. Do your own research. This is me pretty much just looking at it from the outside looking in, and what information can be presented within one, just kind of taking a brief look at the website, looking at the analytics on OpenSea as far as holder count, activity, volume, and floor price, and kind of how it transitioned up and down, and how people are currently valuing the project, or if it's kind of stagnant at this point within this bearish market. So just some good things to pay attention to. Investing is great, not gonna lie to you, but I mean, investing and not making any money, it sucks. So yeah, sewer passes are up there. I swear I should have bought one. I should have bought more than one when it was at 1.5 ETH. Could have flipped it because it's at 2.5 ETH right now. Let me see. This What the Fluff. I think it was a little bit higher previously. Let's see. I don't know. It's still on an uptrend. So about 0.1, people are still feeling it. It looks like people are buying it every couple minutes or so still. So a lot of volume on this one. This is the project that I was explaining to you guys. They came into the space, they did a reveal, and I guess their reveal was of a middle finger and people kind of getting flicked off and them telling them that they just got fluffed pretty much. And then they came to a space and figured out that they were revealing. The artwork looks pretty damn interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is what I mean by like 3D artwork kind of taking over and kind of you know what I mean, kind of really taking over the space at this point, because people are more so into the 3D art than the 2D art. But some of the 2D art is still like retro and nice, like some of the pixelated art, some of the 2D artwork as far as the NFTs that have been around for some time. Those are not going anywhere. Like Bored Ape is a 2D NFT, and I don't think it's going anywhere at all, period. Yeah, I definitely don't think it's going anywhere, period. But yeah, this is one. The What the Fluff one was pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure everybody else is familiar with the sewer passes. They were once at like 1 Ethereum for these green tickets right here. I actually should have picked up a couple. I don't know how I did it. And flipped at about 2 ETH, because you can see there's literally, this is how you can kind of do the comparison. You see how close these wrapped ETH offers are to like the floor price. The floor price is 2.57. The wrapped ETH offer is 2.52. So this is a high demand, especially with 13,000 holders. People still buying it right now. Currently, this person bought it at pretty much 2 ETH and is making 0.5 ETH. This person is crazy as hell. I don't know. You're barely making any money. It's probably a bot that got a wrapped ETH offer taken or something. Maybe, I don't know. But it's yeah, there's a lot of different things going on, man. A lot of different things, a lot of different opportunities. Next reveal, yeah, 1700 will be the next reveal. Thank you for checking out the Shiba Doge collection. If you want more information, join our community Telegram. See, I'm not really on too many Telegrams, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm usually either on Twitter, I'm in Twitter Spaces. To be 100% honest, I'm on the Twitter Spaces, I'm on my YouTube, either with the kids, doing some research, charting. This is a really volatile time in the market, so I'm charting and doing research most times. And I don't really think I've frequented. I think I'm in like two Telegrams, and I often get messages that I missed that I have to kind of backtrack through and look through. So Telegram's not the best way. Sometimes I'm in Discords, but I'm not in too many Discords either. I think I'm in Bulls and Apes Discourse, in my own Discord, and I think Toy Mori's or something like that. But I don't really frequent too many like Telegrams and Discords and such. There's got to be like a reason or demand or such. But I'm always up for like collaboration, stuff like that, man. You guys got a big community, man. Tell them to reach out. I do different things as far as research. Let me know. But yeah, if they want to present some more information, man, more than open to it. But yeah, like I gotta for me to want to super dig into something with as much that I got on my plate right now, I gotta be super intrigued. Like I gotta be, you know what I mean? It's gotta be like, oh shit, man, damn, like that's what they're doing. I gotta look into that. You know what I mean? Like right now, the best case scenario, unless you get some other utility you want to throw out there, is staking right this second. And there's unfortunately a lot of projects with staking right now. And you know what I mean, just cool PFPs more or less, which is a hard deal to market. When volume comes back in, if you guys got a strong community, yeah, I can see some maneuvering coming in, especially if you guys are having like the breeding that you guys are gonna see and have. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting concept. I really want to see how that does turn out. So yeah, man, maybe stop by, keep me posted, man. Let me know how you guys are transitioning with that one. Let's see. What's up, Simon? Nah. Speaking of Storm Rays, I haven't seen him in a while. Wait, Maury's floor retraced a bit. Lloyd's right ETH offer is about 0.03. Okay, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. All right, so about to go grab me. My juice done ran low. We got the space in 24 minutes, man. Go ahead and feel free to tap in, and we will definitely get back to it. We'll get back into some NFTs within the next like 20 minutes or so. Take a brief break. Be right back, guys. All right, so for the person that's having some issues with the NFT, I see you say I'm on OpenSea, so this is OpenSea right here. So 9 times out of 10, if you go to OpenSea, the thing you have to do is you have to log into your wallet. So you log into your wallet, it'll take you into your wallet. This is one of my wallets right here, and I'm just gonna go back just for the demonstration purposes. You see how my NFTs were lined up. It'll show you the NFTs that you have in your wallet. So you click on the NFT that you have, then it'll be like, okay, bam, what's going on? Then bang, it goes through, shows you the animation, and then you'll actually see what you want. So that's how the NFT does work. If you have a money prize, it does open up a little bit different. Let's hit one of them 1Ks. I'm surprised there's only 3 of those out there. There's still a decent amount of 1K NFTs out there. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But so you got this right here. This will be your reveal. If you got $1,000, you'd be scratching like, damn, that's a lot of zeros. You know what I mean? And that's what you'll receive inside of your wallet. You can ask anybody that has received a $1,000 NFT. They have received their money. Which wallet was this one? I got the 1K. But yeah, most definitely. So that's how it works. It'll show you that. And if you had an ETH prize, I'm pretty sure your ETH amount increased. So that's a good way to know about it. But there's some different NFTs out there, and you know what I mean, there's different versions of the actual reveal itself. There's some music and a kind of fun vibe you get when you're actually opening it. But all of the just a fun fact, this NFT that was utilized in this one, this is actually Cryptobolics' Flight Club NFT. So I actually tried to trade and actually get him off of him. He wouldn't come off of it. He said he's going to remain inside of the Flight Club, which I love, the aspect of him remaining inside of the Flight Club. You see he's got the money eyes, man. He's just got a cool ass Flight Club bull, man. But yeah, this is the rainbow one. There's only 20 of these inside the entire collection. It's attached to a 2 ETH raffle. And on top of that, it's going to get the highest amount of rewards in our rapid reward platform. So got some pretty nice perks to it, man. Can't complain about that at all, period. And I like the aesthetics of this one. I like the reveal. I like how it comes down to it. So on OpenSea, it does play well. It's not the best at playing on mobile devices, I've actually learned, or through the actual D app of your wallet, which is unfortunate. I didn't know that. So I'm actually probably gonna stray away from the animation reveals, which I feel like it's pretty damn cool. But we'll just go to a regular reveal, flip, and you guys will be able to see the next step. So as you guys know, this is not just a scratch off NFT, but an entry into an actual ecosystem. As we generate methane token, we accept methane token as a payment for our NFTs. We're going about it and actually doing multiple different things so that we're being innovative in the space and actually teaching people and helping people with their strategies. There's going to be educational aspects to where we're actually helping people get blockchain certified so you can actually utilize that and actually be a part of these different movements, whether it's blockchain technology or just advancing yourself inside of the space and being confident in what you're investing. There's some hands-on TA assistance, which is pretty cool. Also, most people don't have an opportunity to actually utilize things like that. Just being in the Flight Club and or owning some of our NFTs actually gives you that opportunity. And man, there's a lot of just a lot of different things that are going into the project, which I'm going to try to run down as many different aspects as we can with the project, and keep adding more and more value just to the Flight Club itself, with the discounts that are going to be coming with the Diamond Flight Club, which is a $50 monthly membership that will allow you access to specifically just a Diamond Flight Club rapid rewards pool that will be pretty much benefiting people throughout the process, which is pretty damn cool, which we're actually getting a significant amount starting off with that, and get to kind of like trickle different discounts, giveaways and such that we're going to be doing throughout the months, which is super cool. So yeah, man, we got a lot of different things coming, man. We got some slow but organic growth within the project. We're getting closer and closer to our third airdrop. After the third airdrop, when we get some more people getting some more benefits from what's going on with our our collection, you'll be able to kind of know. So let me see. Let's go through some more of these comments. What's going on, Stevie? Stevie's in the building. What's up? What's the word? Yeah, you just press play. It's cute. How many gold ones are in the collection? There's only 100 in the collection as far as the gold ones. So the gold ones, if you have one of those, it enters you into multiple raffles. We'll be giving out some Ethereum. We'll be giving out a teen bull, and we'll be giving out an OG bull for that raffle itself. I connected my wallet, but I cannot see the NFTs. So did you purchase them or did you win them? If you won them and they got sent to you, they may have gotten sent to your hidden folder. So that's probably the issue. Which, let me show you how to get to your hidden folder. So like I said, this is when you come in, you may not have a featured section. I made a featured section just to show off a couple of the NFTs that I like. So this is probably where you're starting off at. It'll probably go to your collected. This is your collected area right here, which I got this random ass rug pull that they sent to me. If you click on more and go down to hidden, you can actually see your hidden, which there's more goddamn rug pulls that got sent to me. And then you can kind of see, you know what I mean, what's going on, what. Damn, they've sent me so many damn rug pulls. All right, hidden by you. All right, so the ones I hid, you will probably be looking for auto hidden. So you're gonna be all good. But yeah, I got shit just hidden out the yin yang. All right, so what was I at on that one? You see the dog names or that? Did they retrace 0.04, 0.02? Are people accepting that 0.02? Might have to get in on this wrapped ETH. The wrapped ETH offers are real. Let me see. See what we got here. I got 2 gold. All right, so you got 2 out of shit. I don't even know how many were actually in the collection. I have to go back and how many have minted out just yet. But you got 2 out of 100. So there's 98 other ones in circulation. Purchased them, minted them. If you minted them, they should be inside of your wallet as long as you connected the correct wallet that you actually minted them in. You just got to make sure that you connected the correct wallet. And once you connect the wallet on OpenSea, it'll go right to it. Like, let me see. I got a giveaway wallet also that is connected. It just goes right to it, and it's right there. Didn't hear you. What other raffle for the gold one? There's gonna be some Ethereum that gets raffled off, a Team Bull and an OG Bull that's gonna get raffled off for that gold tier. And then for the rainbow tier, which is only 20 of them, is gonna be a 2 ETH raffle for that one. Are you able to join the Twitter space in a few? We can definitely walk you through it. That way you can actually talk and kind of see what we got going on. But yeah, you'll be able to see everything we got going on. Yeah, speaking of that Twitter space, we got 10 minutes until. I'm gonna grab me a brief snack in between that. Man, if you guys got any questions, bring your questions, concerns, thoughts, whatever you want to bring to the Twitter space. If you guys got any other questions before I get on out of here, let me know. I'll answer those before I get out the door. Then I'll meet you guys in the Twitter space if you guys show up. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys know what it is. Newer time, won't say same time, so 7 p.m. Central Time. Then the space is going to be at 9 p.m. Central Time from now on. I don't know, I may run it later sometimes, depending on how the vibe is, how many people we got actually inside of the space. If it's a low crowd, we'll probably do it for about an hour or so, maybe. You know what I mean? All right, so not seeing any questions. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and cut the music, man. Greatly appreciate you guys for coming through on this earlier time frame. I appreciate everybody for coming out, man. Got to get some people used to this time frame, so most definitely got to get in the swing of it. Tell a friend. I got to get out, get in the swing of tweeting it again and putting out some tweets from all the profile. I really haven't been using my Cuff and the Dip profile. I've been trying to push the Flight Club profile, and we got about 2,000, getting close to the 2,500 people on that profile as I've been pushing it. So definitely going to be getting on the Covenant Dip profile, utilizing that as it has more eyes on it and getting some more promo out there. If you guys have any interest at all in trying to take a role and trying to help the project, reach out to me, send me a DM. We are trying to grow the team as much as possible, man, as far as either mods or people that actually have an opinion, or if you feel like you have a talent that you can add something to the table, let me know. Definitely open and stuff like that, and networking and trying to see where things go. Just throwing this out here as a full disclosure, we definitely have had some people kind of come on and did not have the best intentions in the world. So if you if you suck, just you should just remain doing what you're doing right now. I'm just messing with you, but nah, seriously, nah. Where's my bruh? No, seriously. But no, seriously, you guys enjoy your night. Keep cuffing that dip. Look for good support levels as usual, guys. And also remember, it's beyond crypto. Get out of the house, man. Enjoy stuff. Get on a date. Play with the kids. Touch some grass. All that good stuff, man. Out of here and enjoy the rest of your night.